In this video, we present a captivating collection of vintage photos that offer a poignant glimpse into the daily struggles and hardships faced by coal miners during the early to mid-20th century. These evocative photographs capture the arduous nature of their occupation, as they toiled deep underground, navigating through cramped and treacherous conditions. These captivating images showcase the unwavering determination of the miners as they wielded pickaxes, shovels, and various other tools to extract coal from the depths of the earth. One cannot help but be struck by the tremendous physical exertion that mining demanded from these individuals. The coal miners depicted in these snapshots are frequently depicted with their faces and clothing cloaked in coal dust, a somber testament to the toll that their work exacted on their appearance. The photos reveal their unwavering resolve as they strain their muscles, summoning every ounce of strength to move heavy carts laden with coal, often amidst tight and inadequately illuminated spaces. A remarkable aspect captured in these photographs is the strong sense of community that thrived among the miners. Despite the hardships they faced, there is a palpable bond and camaraderie evident in the images, a testament to the shared experiences and collective resilience of these individuals working in the mines. These vintage photos serve as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by coal miners in the past, shedding light on the difficult conditions they endured and the indomitable spirit with which they approached their work. Through these glimpses into history, we gain a deeper appreciation for the courage and perseverance of those who labored tirelessly beneath the surface, shaping the foundations of our energy-dependent world. In addition to highlighting the challenging conditions, these vintage photos eloquently portray the collaborative spirit that permeated the mining teams. Together, the miners forged a bond of camaraderie that was not only vital for their physical safety but also essential for their emotional well-being in such demanding circumstances. These captivating images provide us with a captivating glimpse into a bygone era, when coal mining served as a way of life for millions of individuals across the globe. They serve as poignant reminders of the immense sacrifices made by miners, who toiled tirelessly to support their families and communities, often in the face of grave danger and adversity. The history of coal mining stretches back thousands of years, with evidence of early mines in ancient China, the Roman Empire, and other early historical economies. However, it was during the Industrial Revolution of the 19th and 20th centuries that coal mining assumed paramount importance. The demand for coal surged as it became a primary source of energy to power steam engines, heat buildings, and generate electricity, catalyzing unprecedented advancements in industry and technology. Compared to wood fuels, coal possesses a higher specific energy or mass-sick energy, meaning it yields a greater amount of energy per unit mass. This advantage is particularly significant in areas where wood is scarce or not readily available. While coal historically served as a domestic fuel, its predominant usage today lies in industrial applications, particularly in smelting and alloy production, as well as electricity generation. The advent of large-scale coal mining occurred during the Industrial Revolution, with coal emerging as the primary source of energy for industry and transportation in industrial regions from the 18th century until the 1950s. In Britain, notable advancements in underground coal mining techniques were made during the late 18th century, and further progress ensued throughout the 19th and early 20th centuries. The United States has its own rich history of coal mining, which dates back to its first commercial use in 1701 within the Manicansabo area of Richmond, Virginia. Coal rose to prominence as the dominant power source in the late 1800s and early 1900s. While its significance has diminished considerably in recent times, coal continues to play a substantial role as an energy source in 2023. The shift towards anthracite coal, known as hard coal, as the preferred fuel in cities began around 1850, replacing wood due to its clean and smokeless properties. Bituminous coal, referred to as soft coal, gained demand later on. By the mid-19th century, Pittsburgh emerged as the primary market for coal. The rise in demand for soft coal came after 1850, driven by its affordability despite its dirtier nature. It found extensive use in railway locomotives, stationary steam engines, and became a crucial component in the production of coke for steelmaking after 1870. The overall output of coal experienced a remarkable surge until 1918. Prior to 1890, coal production doubled approximately every 10 years, starting at 8.4 million short tons in 1850 and reaching 40 million in 1870, 270 million in 1900, and peaking at an astounding 680 million short tons in 1918. During this period, new coal fields were opened in Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, as well as West Virginia, Kentucky, and Alabama. However, the Great Depression of the 1930s led to a significant decrease in demand, with coal output dropping to 360 million short tons, 330 metric tons, in 1932. In the 1930s and 1940s, under the leadership of John L. Lewis, the United Mine Workers, UMW, became the dominant force in the coal fields. Their efforts resulted in higher wages and improved benefits for coal miners. The decline in anthracite mining was starkly evident, with the number of miners decreasing from 180,000 at its peak in 1914 to a mere 6,000 by 1970. Simultaneously, steam engines were gradually phased out in railways and factories, and bituminous coal found primary usage in electricity generation. The employment in bituminous coal mining reached its peak at 705,000 men in 1923 but steadily declined to 140,000 by 1970 and further dropped to 70,000 in 2003. During this period, the United Mine Workers, UMW, also experienced a significant decline in membership among active miners, falling from 160,000 in 1980 to only 16,000 in 2005. These changes were driven by the increasing mechanization of coal mining and the rise of non-union miners in the new coal fields. Mining has always been an exceptionally dangerous occupation, characterized by the risk of explosions, roof cave-ins, and the challenging nature of underground rescue operations. One of the most devastating mining disasters in British history occurred at Sengenid in the South Wales coalfield on October 14, 1913. An explosion and subsequent fire claimed the lives of 436 men and boys, with only 72 bodies recovered. This tragedy followed a series of extensive mining accidents in the late 19th century, including the Oaks explosion of 1866 and the Hartley Colliery disaster of 1862. Many of these disasters were caused by fire damp ignitions followed by coal dust explosions. In the Hartley disaster, although there was no explosion, miners were trapped when a broken cast iron beam from the haulage engine blocked the single shaft. Deaths in these incidents were primarily due to carbon monoxide poisoning, also known as afterdamp. The Mitsubishi Hojio coal mine disaster on December 15, 1914, located on Kyushu Island in Japan, resulted in the deaths of 687 individuals, making it the deadliest mining incident in Japanese history. Additionally, Europe witnessed the Curies mine disaster on March 10, 1906, which claimed the lives of 1,099 miners in northern France, marking it as the worst mining accident in European history. Aside from disasters directly affecting mines, there have also been incidents attributed to the impact of mining on surrounding landscapes and communities. The Aberfan disaster of 1966 stands as a tragic example, where a massive slag heap collapse in South Wales buried a school, resulting in the deaths of 116 children and 28 adults. These sobering events serve as a reminder of the inherent risks associated with coal mining and its profound impact on the lives of miners and the communities they belong to. Efforts to improve safety standards and address the environmental consequences of mining continue to be of paramount importance.